Congratulations. Your team was one of the leading projects for HTH501 this year. I've created this short video with slides to provide teams with background information and tools to present. I would expect that your team would have to do about 3 to 6 hours of work in order to be prepared for Friday morning. So it's quite a significant sacrifice. And after watching this video and looking at the slides, you don't want to do it, please let me know, and you can write the final exam instead. Now that means if there's an individual in the group who can't contribute for the project preparation for the Friday, they're welcome to write the final exam, and other members go ahead and work on getting this ready for Friday. It's up to you, but please let me know. So, congrats to the 5 teams and presenters. You'll notice I've kind of broken down the teams and presenters in 2 ways. One is background and analysis video, which is Team Anna 06, and then recommendation presenters. I will go into more detail on that later. We're going to talk about 5 things in this short video, but first and most important I want to highlight is that I will be sharing individual group feedback later in the day or first thing Tuesday morning. I also want to highlight, really important, that I am available for any coaching or support. While I will not be on campus this week, I will be available almost anytime, morning, afternoon, or evening, to do a Skype call. It's my goal to set you up for success in presenting your project in front of your peers and or guests. First off, I've got sort of 2 timelines here in this timeline slide for you. So you have an understanding of how Friday will work. You've got the list of who presents and what presents what. My goal for Friday is that your classmates who also produced the same project can learn from you. And for those that maybe didn't do so well, they'll get a chance to see what a good project looks like. Also, we have a number of guests coming from the TTC, from Metrolinx, from the airport, and some of our guest speakers from this semester. And I want them to see how great our students are so that they'll want to work with us again. You'll notice I've done something here to reduce repetition. So we're only going to have one of the teams present their analysis, and that is Team 6. And they'll present their analysis by creating a new video and playing it at the start of class. After that, teams will present their recommendations. So give you some background on Team 6 and their video. They were one of the best groups that really understood how to analyze the project, and they did one of the most comprehensive jobs, and hence why I'm selecting them to do this. Their video will be short, it'll be 7 to 10 minutes, and it'll provide the audience with background information about the project and highlights from the analysis. This will make it so that other groups won't have to go through the analysis and their journey map or anything. They can just focus on their recommendations. For the teams that are presenting their recommendations, I want to highlight some things. First, you're only going to present an abridged version of your project, focus solely on the recommendations primarily. You don't have to have all people speak in front of this class. 2 to 3 is a nice number. You don't need all. It's totally expected that you're going to rework your presentations and maybe even your ideas and solutions if you want to make improvements. Your presentation should only be 7 to 10 minutes long, and your presence should be expected to have a short presentation will be followed by 5 minutes of Q&A. Recommended outline. So to help you figure out how to present or what to present, here's an outline that I've prepared for you to potentially follow. Remember the challenge. How might we improve the customer experience for first-time riders of the TTC from Pearson Airport? If you use these 7 sort of steps, it'll help you as a storytelling method to deliver a successful presentation. For those of you who are wondering what the presentation is and how it will be graded, overall the presentation will be graded out of 250 points, very similar to the final exam. Here is a rubric so that you get an understanding of what's expected for the presentation. And I want to highlight the only thing that is kind of new here, or 2 things that you might not have expected. One is a personal reflection. So I just want a short 1 to 2 page reflection about what you learned most from the project and what you would have done differently. I'll set out something in D2L to help you with that later. And also I will be setting up a D2L CATME project for the final presentation so that you and your team can evaluate each other as well. as I said before, Team 6 did an amazing job. And also, I don't want every 4 presentations all to repeat the same journey map, all to repeat the same things that they learned at each one of the touch points. So we're going to have one group present their analysis. And I chose Team 6 for this. And I will share with you some of the slides that they have prepared so that you can get a sense of what they've done. And it's very similar to all of your groups. They just did one of the most exceptional jobs with both presentation and visuals in this. Here's their journey map. It looks great. I like how it shows a difference from up and TTC. I like how it clearly highlights the expectations and provides feedback on the very bottom from a customer point of view. I'm going to be asking them to remove the at the very top the persona for this because each team will be presenting their own, choose to have their own persona to go with and as far as their pitch. So this is their before trip journey map. This is their during trip journey map, and again, I will be asking them to remove the persona at the top so it can be used by other group members. They also go through a series of analyses focused on each one of the individual touch points so that there's highlights of what people learned before the trip and in the information desk. This is an exceptional job where they talk about the expectation. You see the screenshot of the highlight of just their presentation, but then from their journey map, but then you see the highlights on the right. And I think they've done an exceptional job of this. So this is some of their before trip touch points. Here's more of their before trip touch points. You'll see they've gone down and broken things down further. And then here's their during trip touch points. The one thing they are missing in their during trip touch points is they haven't really done a transit trip. So the trip from the Rocket 192 from the bus to the Kiel station or Kipling station. So they still, I'm going to be asking them to do one more for that. So I just want to wish you all good luck. I want you to remember 2 deadlines. One is I'd like to get a draft of your slides by 8 p.m. on Wednesday, April 11th. And your final slide, which I'll give you feedback the next day. And I want to get Friday, April 13th, your 8 a.m., your slides ready to go. I just want to reiterate, I want you to succeed with this project. I'm available anytime, morning, afternoon, and night. I can do Skype. I can't do in person, but I can do Skype sessions. I can do other forms of online chat sessions as well. Other than that, thanks again for your great effort, and I look forward to working with you on this.